I said, how is your daughter?
She's good.
Where is she now?
Before 5 minutes, her dad get her from me, and they go to sleep.
Oh, so is she asleep right now? Or is
I
she
don't
with her
know.
dad playing and not asleep?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Is she
Yeah, I
upstairs
don't
or
hear any
downstairs?
sounds
Uh-huh.
upstairs.
She's upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your day with your daughter. How do you spend it today?
Today we wake up at 5
Uh-huh.
a.m. She was
Okay.
crying.
As usual.
Yeah, as usual, but not at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Oh, that's
So
a
early.
bummer.
Yeah, I don't know why, but she's cried about 1 hour
Oh my God. That's a lot
and
of
she
time.
sleep. Yeah.
That's a lot of tears.
Mm, I being angry, but I control
Uh-huh.
myself.
What do you
Then
mean? Like you were angry because she was crying, or you were angry because you woke up
she
in the
was
morning?
crying. She was crying. I don't know why she was crying.
Uh-huh.
When she has a pain, she said to me,
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, I have pain. Wow.
Oh, okay. But what kind of pain do
But
you think she has?
I don't know. Maybe her teeth. Maybe.
Ah, her teeth.
Maybe. I don't. Yeah.
But do you give her any sugar, or it's just she's teething out?
Teething out. She's
Okay, so
teething out.
she's teething.
Yeah.
Teething is that
She's teething out.
that means her teeth are growing
Yeah. Her
and
teeth are
they
growing.
penetrate the gum, and
Yeah.
that causes her to feel a little bit pain um, at this stage. But you're a doctor, so of course you have a better interpretation of that. How about your work? Did you go to Mansour today for work or any other activity?
I go to the hospital in
Ah,
the
you
medical
went.
city.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went.
You went to the hospital. What did you do there?
Mm, I clean up the pharmacy.
What kind of cleaning did you do there? And who
Uh,
did you talk with?
I check the expire of
Checked
medicines.
in. Checked in. You
Check.
remember when when um when we use it's actually on Facebook. If you have Facebook application on your phone or you don't use Facebook
Yeah,
application, do you use it?
yeah, I use it.
I don't use it. I uninstalled it because it takes much of my time.
I use it, but yeah, I have a profile or
You have a Facebook
mm,
profile, but
yeah,
uh,
Facebook.
when I installed the application of Facebook, I received so many messages and notifications. And
Oh,
usually in Iraq, we always receive positive news, right?
yeah,
Well, or
right.
negative.
Sometimes negative.
So we always, well, I would say personally, I always receive 50-50, well, 70-30% positive and negative news. And I have so much work. So if I'm focusing on a document that I want to do, or I am talking with a person, and then twist my head to see the notification, that is going to distract me. So what I need good quality time to do my work, focus on my work,
Yeah,
perform my work, implement my work, and finish my work. So when I go back and see the time spent on Facebook, like ultimately, finally, by the end of the day, it comes up to like an hour or an hour and a half. Now, this 1 hour and a half
It's
can
too
be
much.
spent in another work that can be productive, like reading a book or talking to a friend or hanging out with your family. There are so many things we can do with the 1 hour and a half that I spent on my Facebook application, you know. So going back to square number one، هذا مصطلح نقول دائما to go back to square number
Yeah.
one يعني نرجع النقطة الأولى.
Mhm.
You said you were cleaning in the hospital. Would you please give me more details? Because, I love details.
Yeah. First,
Uh-huh.
I ate breakfast with my colleagues. The first breakfast with my colleagues.
The first.
Yeah, the
Why
first.
would it be the first?
Because they are a new
Uh-huh.
pharmacist in our hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. I take gamer. I took a gamer
Oh,
for
that's very
the.
healthy. That is very
It's
healthy.
healthy. It's healthy. Gamer healthy, but should be without any bread.
Okay. It should be
Yeah.
without bread
Yeah.
to be considered as
Just
healthy.
alone. Yeah. It's
Mhm.
healthy. Yeah. Gamer healthy, but without the gamer contain fat, high content of fat,
Okay.
but
It does contain that.
yeah, good fat for our bodies. Good fat,
Good fat for our bodies. Okay.
Yeah, but with bread, it became
It becomes
bad,
it
or
be-
it becomes
it
bad.
becomes bad.
It becomes bad.
For today, now I feel that I want to encourage you to say more actually about your activities and the kind of work you do
Yeah.
in the hospital and how it is different from the kind of work that you do in the clinic. So, can you tell me about the difference between the work you do at the hospital and the work you
Mm.
do in the clinic?
My work in the hospital, I received the prescription
Mm-hmm.
for our patients. Then
I'm listening.
I gave to them medicines.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You mean when you give medicine, you prescribe
my
medicine, right?
prescribed by our physicians.
Okay, physicians. Mm-hmm.
Physicians, yeah. Um, our hospital, just surgical hospital,
That makes sense.
for
Mm-hmm.
surgery, just for, yeah. Then my work in hospital started at 9 and finished at 2 p.m. But in reality, it takes about 2 to 3 hours. You know,
What do you mean?
I
What do you mean? In reality, it takes about 2 to 3 hours. Can you explain a
my
little bit more?
patients,
Mm-hmm.
my patients or the patients came to the pharmacy, and I gave to them the medicines, and that means it takes about 2 hours or 3 hours. My patients little, maybe 20 patients or 25 patients.
Well, 25 is
All
not
of them
little. There are many.
little uh, compared by out pharmacy. Do you
Okay.
know?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Um, um,
Like, I think pharmacies outside the hospital receive around 200 to 300 patients on a daily basis.
yeah,
Does that
yeah,
mean that the health system in Iraq is good or bad when we receive many patients?
but
Okay.
some
Why do you think
patients,
why do you think we have this number of patients? Is it because the whole system of health is bad, or because people don't take care of themselves, or for another reason that is not mentioned here?
uh, some patients came to the pharmacy um, just like any house or they are
Hawas, obsession,
obsession, yeah, they are
obsession.
obsession
Hmm.
about drugs and medicines. When
Why are they
they
obsessed?
when they bought more medicines and saved the obsession, yeah, um, they save many medicines in their home. Mm,
What?
they feel good. Yeah, really.
Okay.
They feel good
When they
when
stack
they are,
when they stack
yeah,
medicine at
when
their.
they are, yeah, when they are traveling
Mhm.
or when they traveled outside of Iraq, they take a lot of medicines, you know,
Mhm.
antibiotics, analgesics,
Wow.
uh, yeah,
But
because out of Iraq,
yeah,
uh,
there. When I was in the United States,
they need
I,
the prescription
of course, from a
to
doctor, and
oh,
that cost a lot of money. You know, when I was in the United States, I always had big struggle to get medicine from the pharmacy because they always
yeah,
tell me to go to the doctor, and when I go to the doctor, they charge me $200 or more on the doctor's visit. $200 for one visit to a doctor.
200, yeah.
And you need to show your health insurance, which is really terrible. It doesn't cover everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so people get sick and die because they cannot afford going to a doctor or you know, a hospital. And it's really expensive in the United States. Things are really crazy. Like, if I'll give you an example, but that's going to take some time. Um, if you get sick, God forbid, la samhallah, and you call the ambulance, the
Yeah.
ambulance is going to charge you to take you from your home to the hospital. And
Mm-hmm.
when they bring you back, in case they bring you back, they charge you for that. And it's usually $2,000,
Wow.
$1,500 to $2,000, depending on the state, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. If you're pregnant and you want to deliver a baby, okay,
Yeah.
um, usually that costs around 20. Listen, $20,000, $20,000
Wow.
or more. Now,
Wow.
that is depending on the state. Now, let me check something. In USA, the cost of delivering a baby um, is usually high. It's really high. So, on average, between $5,000 to 14,500 بين 5,000 إلى 14,000.
Wow.
And that is not the C-section. That is the normal delivery.
Normal delivery. Wow.
And
Cesarean? Wow.
that is without the ambulance or the emergency.
Wow.
If they take you by a plane, that's a crazy astronomical number. رقم فلكي. Astronomical number. That's an astronomical number if they take you by a taxi, by a plane, you know, or a helicopter, not a plane, a helicopter. I remember that I had a cut here, and I think I'm not sure if the camera can show you the cut that I got on my finger. It's this one.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not clear. It's
clear.
It's this one. Okay.
Yeah.
That
I see.
That cost me around, I think, $500 for a doctor to check. I was bleeding in the clinic and I was waiting in the queue, and I mean, I cannot generalize, but normally the care of patients is dependent on their health insurance. تأمين الصحي. That covers around, well, on average, 65 to 95 or something. And you have to pay extra for the extra fees. So it's crazy, you know, if you go to a dentist, the cost is really high. If you go to a hospital, the cost is really high. And if you want to do some lab tests, that's crazy. That's another level. I used to have migraine, headache.
You have migraine?
I do have migraine because I have sinuses. Like, I literally cannot breathe from my nose. So when I go to the physician, they say, well, go and get a prescription from a doctor. And I was like, I cannot. I'm a student. I cannot afford ما أقدر يعني أغطي هذه التكلفة. So they have two types of medicine: on counter and off counter. For the on counter, like Panadol and Tylenol and other sort of medicine, they give you that without a prescription.
Yeah.
Prescription. You know the word, right?
Prescription.
The word is prescription. وصفة.
Yeah, I know it.
You know the word, correct?
Yeah.
Prescription.
Yeah.
And the other type, you have to get a prescription from a doctor to get. So sometimes I need to show them that I'm a visitor. I have my passport. And that is when they decide to give you some sort of medicine to alleviate the pain in my head because of, you know. So going back to square number one, why do you think we have so many patients in Iraq? Is it because those patients do not take care of their food or exercise, or because the whole pollution of تلوث, society pollution, or because of war, or because of psychology of people, or because people do not have enough money, or because people are not educated enough, متعلمين كفاية? What do you think are the 3 reasons for having many patients in Iraq? 3 reasons with details.
The first reason, they are not educational.
Educated. Educated.
educated, educated,
Mm-hmm.
educated. Uh, uh, they they think the medicines is good for health, or um, uh,
What do you mean they think
they
medicine is good for health?
uh, يعني I mean um, the medicines,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay, it's treat a lot of sex or sick,
Mm-hmm.
or but the medicines have a lot of side effects, you know.
Okay.
um,
For
they don't
example,
know about.
what kind of side effects? That is reason number one. How about reason number two?
uh, they are eating fast food, like
Junk food?
junk food, or hydrogenated oil, or a
Mm-hmm.
lot of carb, a lot of sugars, a lot of soft drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And that all
that all,
contributes
yeah,
in.
contribute
Mm-hmm.
in their health. Uh, the psychology,
Uh-huh.
mm, you know, the weather, the power, the traffic.
So power, traffic, and so do you think this is normal that people have this number of patient cases, or there should be a solution or an answer to this sort of issue that we struggle with?
Mm, mm, you know, mm, maybe they maybe they need to change. Um, maybe we need to change our lecture about medicines, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Okay,
do you understand me?
I understand you, but I am waiting for
Our
you.
our lecture, our
Understanding. فهمنا أو our culture أعتقد أنت تريد
our
تقولين.
culture, our culture, yeah, our
um,
culture,
ممكن نقول our understanding
our
or our
understanding.
awareness, وعينا, about
Okay,
food and patients.
about food, about medicines,
Mm-hmm.
about supplements,
Do you think
about a lot
supplements
of
are healthy or not? Food supplements
uh,
like protein and carbohydrates and other type of supplements that people have ingest.
um, if the ingredient
Mm-hmm.
from natural source,
Is
it's
from
good.
natural source. If the ingredients
Yeah,
are from natural sources. Mm-hmm.
from natural sources, it's good. But chemical sources, no, it's bad.
Okay.
It's like medicines. They have a lot of side effects.
I understand that, of course. Now, part of our discussion for tonight is to resume the ستأنف, talking about things that we talked about before. You remember last time we talked about
Yeah.
daily routine and the time you do get up, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning, and what time do you usually have dinner? What time do you usually go to bed? What is your daily routine and what do you do at the weekends? So tomorrow is Friday. Let me start with the last question that we do have here. Tomorrow is Thursday and the day after is Friday. So what kind of activities do you do on Thursday and Friday normally?
On Friday, I go to my parents' home
Uh-huh.
and I get some rest
Now,
or a little rest
why do you get little rest when you go to your family?
because my dad
Uh-huh.
take my daughter and play with her for maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours. Then I get dressed and I talk with my mom, with my sister.
Okay.
Um,
Now, just to tell you
sometimes
something,
I
Hala,
do,
you're doing great job when you talk to me. I love it. But I want you to give me more details. Like, for example, I usually talk with my dad. Now, you think of 3 things you talk with your dad about. You see?
yeah,
That gives you a better chance to say more. Now, I give
yeah,
you a timer, and the timer is 2 minutes. Now, if I give you 30 questions, and for each question you answer in 2 minutes, that's 1 hour. So you have a good quality of 1 hour of direct, real, healthy English conversation. You see?
yeah.
So I ask you and I show you the timer because I want you to speak longer. Deal?
Deal.
Perfect. Now you have 40 minutes. I'm sorry, 40 seconds. Now, what do you normally talk about with your dad when you visit your family?
Um, sometimes I talk with his about my work
Mm-hmm.
or about his work. My father, he is engineer.
Okay.
Sometimes he go uh, to Fallujah.
Do you mean he goes to Fallujah?
Yeah, he goes to Fallujah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, إذا قلنا تقاعد أو he finished or
Um, أكو أكثر من طريقة بس إحنا we always go with the simple word if we do not know the word. So we
okay,
say he retired, but
he
since
retired.
sometimes we don't know the word retired, I'm sorry, I think the
Retired. I
Zoom,
know it.
yeah, perfect.
Retired. I know this.
He was retired,
He was retired.
or he stopped working. We can just say he stopped working,
Yeah,
and
he
I will
stopped working.
understand that he is your dad, so he's older than you, so he stopped
Yeah.
working because he decided to retire. So we always assume, like, Hala, there is something that you should know.
Mhm.
Um, those people you speak English with are smart. So you do not
Mhm.
need to say everything to them to help them understand you. They can understand you if you say 50% of what you want to say. Um, I can understand you if you speak 50% words because
Yeah.
we speak English. I know what you want to say. So do not feel that there is obligation, there is an obligation, aku ilzam, that you have to
Application.
say 100% everything correctly.
Application.
Obligation,
O B L
obligation. You're
I
not
G A
obligated.
T.
Obligation, obligation, obligation,
Okay. Ah, I know it.
obligation, obligation. See it?
Mm.
So the idea that I have here is that there is no obligation on your side to say 100% what you want to say. You can simply refer to that the way you like. So again, the question is, what do you normally tell your dad or ask your dad or talk with your dad about?
So we talk about our work.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I talk about his plan
Mm-hmm.
or future plan.
His plans. We
His
talk about his
plans.
plans. His plans.
Yeah, his plans.
I want you to raise your voice. Can you raise your voice a little bit, or that's gonna make her
Okay.
wake up?
No.
That's much
No,
better.
no. It's okay.
That's much better.
Okay.
I love to see energy when you talk, not only a monotone. A monotone, that means a tone that goes like this. You know, you
Mono.
work with patients, correct?
Yeah.
Now, what do you call the device that is put on patients' hearts? What do you call that device?
What's mean؟ هسه device إنه النصائح اللي أنطيها للبيشنت.
The device هو الجهاز اللي يقيس الريت مع patient's heart rate. What do you call it?
الجهاز اللي يقيس الهارت ريت.
Yes.
والله ناسي.
It's heart rate monitor. It's the heart rate monitor.
صح. Heart rate monitor.
Now let me show you an example here so you know what I mean. Now, on the monitor, what do you see? You see waves that go up and down, correct?
Yeah.
If the wave is a line, not like, let me show you here. If this wave is a line, it's not a wave. Does that mean the patient is alive or dead?
Dead.
Okay. Now, that is exactly the case when it comes to, let's say, English language. When it comes to English language, see, time's up here. When it comes to English language, we think of language just like that wave. I'm trying to show you here an example, but of course you know what I am talking about. So yeah, this is the one. So this is the heart rate monitor. Do you see it?
Monitor.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am not 100% about the exact name of this, but I think it is called the heart rate monitor. Now, if the heart rate, let's say, think of this as your language. If your language goes like, I want to speak English like Mr. AJ Hug, but I think I need more. This is robotic language. This is not real human language. So I need to see waves. And when I say I need to see waves, that means I want you to use your feelings, your emotions, your face expressions, your sound tone of your voice to say, today I had a lovely day. I know I'm not going to say anything negative, but sometimes when I go to work, I find roads very trafficked, and that is just making me go crazy. You see? So you just tell me things. Now, let's go to another interesting topic. Okay?
Oh, shopping.
Do you like shopping?
Yeah, I
What
like.
do you normally shop? Like, what is your obsession of shopping? شنو الهوس بالshopping
I love
for
bags.
you? Huh?
Bags.
Bags?
Yeah.
Why do you need bags? How many bags do you have?
Maybe 25.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
25
Today
bags?
I bought a white bag.
A white bag. Is it a leather
Yeah.
bag or what kind of bag is it?
Leather
Do you
bag.
do you like to
Small.
smell the leathery white bag, or what do you normally use when you stack them?
Mm, uh,
Why first of all,
madre.
why do you
I
enjoy
like it.
shopping? How much is it? How much, if I may ask?
Mm,
طبعا if I may ask يعني إذا ممكن أسأل
it's
معناها
عاد.
if I
You
may
can.
ask, if
You
I,
can.
not if I can
If
ask, but if I may ask.
if I may ask. If I may ask.
Okay.
Mm,
How much?
it's 20.
$20.
$20. 20 dinar. 1,000 dinar Iraqi.
That's not that quite expensive, right?
Not expensive. It's good.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite shop to go get some shopping from?
I go to Al Mansur,
Where in Mansour?
Arwad, sometimes Mall, Mansur.
Okay. Do you
Sometimes
ever
I go to
regret? Do you ever regret?
regret.
Feel
مر
sad?
عليه.
Feel sad or unhappy?
يسا.
Do you ever feel regret? By the way, is my voice loud or low?
No, it's okay. It's good.
Okay. Do you يعني يندم to regret? I feel regretful buying something. Like, do you feel bad when you see 25 bags? Maybe you have more
No,
than
no, 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 no,
25.
no, no. No, I
No?
need
Okay.
another colors.
Oh, you need another justifiable cause, like adding gasoline to fire. Well, to your car, not to fire.
You know, I have a lot of colors of bags. Black bags, maybe 3 or 4.
Red, of
4
course, red and
bags.
pink and white and
Red and pink, white.
rainbow kind of bags.
No. Purple or yellow.
Do you buy on shop or on online?
On shop.
On shop.
I
So
don't like online.
you don't buy online.
Yeah.
What do you think
I
of
don't.
brands of bags? Like brands, not regular bags. Brands like Hermes or Dior
Brands.
or Versace. What do you think of them? Polo, Lacoste.
They are expensive.
They are very expensive.
Yeah, they
Hermes,
are very
I think
expensive.
Hermes. It's pronounced Hermes, not Hermes. Yeah.
But I have one bag, Michael Kors, original Michael Kors.
Okay, how much is it? Oh, how much was it when it was bought?
300 Jordanian dinar.
Oh my God, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
What was the last item you bought recently? And why did you buy it? Item, يعني
Item. Yeah.
item,
Item
unit.
today. I bought a bag and I bought slipper. White slipper.
White slippers.
Yeah. White slippers.
Okay, now why do you enjoy shopping? You didn't answer that question. I want you to tap on that question and give me
My serotonin.
serotonin. Okay, serotonin. Um,
Serotonin.
serotonin. What does
My
it? Is it
serotonin is,
endorphin or? Do you hear me?
yeah, I hear
What is it? Endorphin? I think there's endorphin or serotonin.
serotonin.
Okay, I think it's called serotonin. Not sure if that's the correct pronunciation there. Um, yes. Okay. Let's check one more question, because I really love this kind of conversation about shopping. That gives me more details about the kind of things you do. Now, how about music? What kind of music do you listen usually to? Is it crazy music, Iraqi music, Arab music, foreign
I love
like
Turkish
American?
music.
Turkish. You speak Turkish,
Yeah,
of course. So,
yeah.
what makes Turkish songs or music very special to you? What's so unique about it?
Mm, I don't remember.
Okay. Now, what was the last
Really,
thing? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
um, mm, maybe I listened to Turkish music, mm, maybe 4 months ago, the last one.
Oh, okay. I see that. Mm.
But I love, uh, I love it. One song, Brahim Tatlis. Do you know
Of
this
course, I know
singer?
him. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Haydi söyle. This song.
That's beautiful. Now, what
Yeah.
kind of music that you do not like? That is my last question here.
I don't rap. I
Rap.
don't like rap music. Yeah.
Why don't you like
Or
rap? It's my favorite. I feel sad.
really, they are sing so quickly.
It
Or
is. Like if
I
you
don't know.
listen if you listen to like Eminem when they say, look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment to catch a slim yaw, his bomb is sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's a vomit on the sweaty already, mom's
What
spaghetti,
are you
blah blah blah
saying?
blah. So it's a kind of like very quick. I understand that. They
Very
they're
quick,
crazy.
and they. I don't know what they talk about.
Well,
Sometimes
you need to
I
understand the
listen.
culture. It's a kind of culture that they promote as opposed to rich people's culture or a kind of ethnicity they want
You
to
know, I
show
don't
or
like
serve an
red
identity.
Iraqi. I don't like.
Well, every
I
culture,
hate.
every nation has something that they endear and they want to show and manifest.
Mm,
So I would say rap is just a reflection of the black ethnicity in the United States against capitalism or extremely rich people or the kind of luxury that certain people have and they don't. But now it has completely changed that kind of where it's originated from. Now it's completely different and it's
mhm.
being sung by the majority of people who love rap. There are so many singers like Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoopy Dogg, and other crazy ones. Anyways, um, that was quite lovely, actually, conversation that we did tonight. What do you feel about doing this conversation again this week?
Mm.
Do you hear
احنا هاي
me?
أول مرة صح يا احنا أول مرة ناخذ هذا الأسبوع صح؟
Yes, but I said, what do you feel about taking another meeting like this week?
Okay.
I think I
Tomorrow?
spoke in a rap style. Now I started talking very fast.
No, but I read these questions.
Yeah. Oh, you read these
But
questions.
yeah,
I would say I would love to meet you on Saturday just to resume finishing this
okay.
list of questions. We have questions about music, questions about free time, like what do you do in your free time? Uh, questions about scary things, شغلات
Thanks.
مرعبة like spiders, snakes, ghosts, أشباح, heights,
Ghosts.
مرتفعات,
Mhm.
movies, horror movies, social media and websites. We have many questions here about it. Have you ever like ridden a horse, eaten sushi,
Mm.
jobs? So you
I
see,
wish to ride on a horse.
to ride a horse.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
To
okay,
ride
sounds
a
good.
horse.
Well, that is going to be our discussion topic for our next meeting. What do you think? We can talk about it, like why you like to have a horse to ride and other kind of questions. Maybe on Saturday, if you're free, we can definitely have a meeting, a lovely meeting like this one.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I enjoyed our meeting. Hala, thank you so much for your cooperation and your love. You talk a lot, and that is good thing, you know?
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you. Thank
Sweet.
you. Do you know,
Uh-huh.
today uh, I entered for to your YouTube channel. I listened to kids stories,
My kids' stories
your kids stories. Yeah.
like these.
Uh, I listened to the two losing crows.
Oh, I wrote that one.
Really?
Yeah. I wrote it. It's from Arabic, but I wrote it by myself.
Wow, I
Yeah.
love it.
Do you like it or not?
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you know, teach the kids, it's like a wise?
Yeah, of course. It's a
Mhm.
moral story. قصة أخلاقية.
Yeah, I love it.
I have many that I wrote
I
on my
wrote,
page, by the way, on you on my
I
YouTube
wrote,
channel.
yeah, I wrote the story
Well, I would love
when
to
I was,
read that story to your daughter
yeah, I
once.
will, I
um,
will, really, I
yeah,
will. And
I really love to write kids stories, and I have so many, but I don't have free time to write them. Um, I I used to write like so many kids stories in English and not Arabic, but in English. I have one that I wrote by myself, and
Mhm.
there's interesting thing. I added my kids' names to that story.
Wow,
So I will send you that story just for you to check it
thank
out and see. And by the way, I designed the pictures in that
you.
story.
Wow, oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, but I I wrote it some time ago. The quality sound was not that quite good, but I think it does good work. And the story that I will send you, by the way, um, no, I'll tell you what it has later on WhatsApp,
Okay,
because there's something special about that story that I like to tell you about.
okay,
Okay, sounds good.
okay, we
I'll
can do.
text you the story on WhatsApp so you can just check it out, and I hope that you like it. And I'll
Inshallah.
tell you why I wrote that story particularly.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay, sounds good. Enjoy your evening and stay in touch.
You, inshallah.
Bye bye.
Thank you. See you.